Alright, we should be back live here again. We did just have some Wi-Fi issues, but I think we're back live on stream once more. Again, if you are just now tuning in and you're not aware, we do have an ongoing violent tornado in Nebraska right now, just northwest of the community of Ashby, northeast of Bingham. This violent tornado has been on the ground for 30 to 45 minutes at this point, and it is continuing to get larger most likely as it goes north of Highway 2 here. I mean, again, this has legitimately likely been on the ground for over an hour at this point. Again, this is such a favorable environment for tornadic production. There's not a whole lot stopping this. I'd also like to point out we do have some side lobe contamination ongoing here with our easterly supercell, but there is also likely some rotation associated with that. Again, for anybody that does not believe that this is a absolutely violent tornado, again, just going back a few minutes in John McKinney's stream, I mean, just one of the most unbelievable wedge tornadoes I think I've ever seen in lifetime. I mean, you can see this. This was legitimately 20 minutes ago, and the velocity signatures have only gotten more and more impressive since then. So again, let me know if you guys can hear me again. Sorry, we had some stream issues there briefly, but we are back now. We do have a brand new tornado warning for that easterly supercell that we literally just pointed out. So if you are in central or southeastern Cherry County, make sure that you are seeking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows and in an interior room. Again, this is a extremely dangerous and potentially life-threatening situation here for all the folks out ahead of this. So again, you need to remain in your safe spot. Again, preferably underground. Again, sorry, I'm trying to make sure that the stream is working and everything. Again, just above my head there's Storm Chaser John McKinney. Obviously, rural western Nebraska, he's not going to have the best signal, so his feed's going to be going in and out. But again, an unbelievably violent tornado ongoing right now northeast of Bingham, to say the least. Again, I mean, this is just unbelievable. The good news is that this is a very, very rural area. Again, this is mountainous panhandle Nebraska region, so there is legitimately almost nothing for this tornado to hit at this point. But again, it is very likely that this tornado did go just southeast or it hit the downtown area of Bingham. So again, we're going to be praying for all the folks out there. I hope that, I mean, I really hope that this tornado did miss the town, because this is, again, a very, very violent tornado. I mean, we had, subvortices, we had, just so many other interesting meteorological features that point to the fact that, hey, this was a violent tornado. Stream's working good here. Okay, thank you guys so much for your patience. Again, sorry about that. Wi-Fi just cuts out at the worst times, like, actually possible. But we are back here now. Again, let me know if there happens to be any more stream issues. But again, we've really got to stay focused in here, because this has been an incredibly long-tracking and violent tornado now. Again, this is continuing to push east-northeastward. Again, this just impacted the town of Bingham, and it is now north of Highway 2. We're getting a lot of reports on social media that this is, again, a very, very violent tornado. Again, there are so many different chasers on this thing. Again, we just have to be so thankful and grateful that there is just absolutely nothing out here. But again, it is very likely that a couple of homes, or at least some farmsteads, were hit out there in the Bingham area, unfortunately. Again, very sad stuff to see. But again, this tornado is still on the ground, and it is still extremely dangerous northwest of Ashby. So if you are in this area, you need to remain in your safe spot. Yeah, I mean, this thing is huge. I mean, this thing is potentially a mile or larger wide. This is a huge tornado. I don't think I've ever seen a tornado this large in a lifetime. I mean, this is far bigger than anything else that this area of Nebraska has seen in years, potentially decades. I mean, this is such an unbelievably large tornado that's ongoing right now. So again, I'm trying to share the news stream out on the community tab, since this obviously did crash very briefly. Again, I appreciate your guys' patience. Again, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do whenever Wi-Fi issues occur. But, we're working with what we've got, and everything should be good. Again, this is a extreme situation here northwest of Hyannis at the minute. Again, the good news is that this is likely going to miss the town of Hyannis, which is, again, something that we have to be so thankful for, because if this were to hit downtown Hyannis, I mean, this would be a unbelievably devastating situation. Again, the good news is that virtually nobody lives out here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Again, this is like a mile or two wide. This is a mile or two wide. This is unbelievable. Again, this is a catastrophic tornado that we have ongoing right now.
Well, we got number one.
If you are in this area, you need to make sure that you are underground. Again, obviously, you can't be, outside. You can't be in the living room. You definitely can't be in a mobile home. That's the biggest thing that people don't think about. If you are in a mobile home, that thing is going to get tossed around like crazy if it comes anywhere near this tornado. So preferably get out of your mobile home and find a more substantial structure. If you can't, and a last-ditch effort, lie flat in a ditch. Obviously, that's still not great, but it's better than being in a mobile home. Again, if you are traveling along Highway 61, you got to get off. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Hyannis as another little supercell is developed further off to the south here north of Arthur. And keep in mind, this same environment has two supercells right now, one of them producing an incredibly violent tornado, the other one rotating quite strongly. So there is a good chance that with time, this supercell will continue to grow in its intensity and potentially produce large to very large hail and maybe even a brief tornado as this approaches Hyannis, as long as it remains discreet, which could be quite a while. So Hyannis, again, you need to be in your safe spot no matter what, because you are under this PDS tornado warning. But even if the tornado here misses you, which is looking like it's going to be a definite, there is a good chance that this next supercell tries to do something. So we're going to be watching your area extremely closely here. Again, this is just an unbelievably violent tornado on the ground right now, guys. Again, I cannot stress that enough. If you are here, you got to get underground or into a storm shelter. Again, this is a catastrophic tornado ongoing north of Ashby. Again, this is a mile or two wide, in my estimation at least. And again, I don't just throw that out. I don't think I've ever said that before on stream, because I don't like to estimate size of tornadoes. But just to let you guys know how dire of a situation this is, I mean, this is the largest tornado in actual size that I think I've ever covered live. I mean, this thing is gigantic. Again, this is in the panhandle of Nebraska here. This is just northwest of Hyannis. This is in southwestern Cherry County now. Again, a violent tornado ongoing north of Ashby. Originally, it was looking like this was going to go closer to Ashby, and this would have been an unbelievably devastating situation for the community of Ashby if that happened. But luckily, it looks like it missed. Again, oh my goodness. Again, this thing is huge. This thing is extremely large. This is easily larger than Port Arthur. I don't really want to compare this to other tornadoes right now, but I mean, this thing is gigantic. Again, Ryan Scholl, John McKinney, Connor Croft, there are many noteworthy storm chasers right now that are just trying to convey how urgent of a situation this is, and rightfully so, because this is legitimately, potentially one of the stronger tornadoes that this portion of the state of Nebraska has ever seen. I mean, this thing is unbelievably violent. Again, this is unbelievable. This is heartbreaking. Again, this is, if this hits anything, it is getting destroyed. I mean, this is one of the largest tornadoes that I've ever seen. Look at that. You cannot even see the edge. You can't see the left edge of the tornado there. Oh my goodness. Again, this is unbelievably violent. Tornado emergencies are issued whenever there is a large catastrophic tornado like this that's approaching a populated area. Luckily, this is a very rural area, but whether it's a tornado emergency or a PDS tornado warning, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. You need to be underground or in a storm shelter at this point. Again, this is a catastrophic tornado north of Ashby. I'm willing to say it. Again, this has been on the ground for over an hour, and it is going to continue just ripping up anything in its path. Again, this is going to be crossing Ashby Road here within the next 5 minutes or so. We're going to see a new issuance of this PDS tornado warning almost certainly. So again, be ready. I mean, this is huge. Huge. Again, this is an incredibly violent tornado. Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. This thing is, again, just so large and so devastating. Again, I mean, whatever is out here is getting destroyed. And again, it hurts to say stuff like that, and it seems like a huge exaggeration, but, I mean, it is the legitimate truth here. Again, one of the most impressive tornadoes I've ever seen in lifetime. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we have a catastrophic tornado ongoing northwest of Hyannis, Nebraska. This is likely a mile or two wide. This is unbelievably violent. Again, our storm chaser John McKinney has lost all signal, and that makes a lot of sense. Again, please share this stream with a friend if you know anybody out here in Nebraska, because this is one of the most dangerous situations you will ever find yourself in out here if you are north of Ashby. Again, this is a catastrophic and violent tornado on the ground. Again, we've had dozens of chasers at this point have a good view of this. I mean, you can see all those chasers out there. Those are all those cars ahead. They are hopefully chasers driving into this thing. Obviously, if you are just a member of the general public, you do not want to drive into this thing in any situation. Again, your number one priority right now, if you are north of Ashby, needs to be seeking shelter now. I'd also like to point out rotation is getting more intense with our easterly supercell. Good chance this tries to produce a tornado within the next couple of minutes or so. So if you are in this tornado warning, make sure that you are staying in your safe spot. This is for southern Cherry County. This supercell is starting to look very similar to our other one. Again, pretty much the entire southwest corner of Cherry County now, which is the largest county in the entirety of Nebraska, needs to be underground. Thank you, Johnny. Again, this is a unbelievably devastating tornado. Very violent. Extremely violent, even. Again, there's everybody out here that is streaming has lost their feed, obviously. I don't know. I'm assuming Freddy's live on YouTube. We can see if we can bring him up, because we do have his permission, but I would doubt that we're going to be able to see anything. But again, just in case, again, if you are new here, we appreciate a like and subscribe. But again, that's obviously not going to be our number one focus right now, whenever this is an ongoing situation. But again, we try to keep people safe out here, so that's what we're going to make sure that we do today, because this is a situation where if you don't take the proper precautions, you are going to get seriously hurt or worse. Look at that. You can't even fit the entire tornado in frame. John McKinney and Freddie both on this, again, potentially mile or two wide tornado. I mean, this thing is huge. This is unbelievable. Again, for reference, I've been doing this on YouTube for a couple of years now. I have never seen anything this large in live time. Again, we're going to give Freddie his own little frame here, but, I mean, this is a unbelievably violent tornado. Again, this is a devastating situation. Again, I am very grateful that nobody lives out here, but as soon as this enters a more populated area, I mean, it's going to devastate anything in its path. Again, these are some of the most impressive velocity signatures I've ever seen. This is one of the largest tornadoes I've ever seen. I mean, this is a violent tornado. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, this thing is just huge. Again, our southern supercell here along Highway 61 near Hyannis is starting to develop a more impressive look as well. You can see we got a pretty clear rear flank downdraft feature there on the reflectivity, your RFD surge. So again, likely going to see a tornado warning be issued for this cell very shortly. So if you're in Hyannis, again, you need to be in your safe spot. But either way, again, a violent tornado ongoing of catastrophic proportions. Apparently there is a derailed train track. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm getting a report of that. If that is true, then this is again, potentially one of the strongest tornadoes in Nebraska history. Hold on, we're going to see if we can join the call here with the boys. They are currently watching this. Again, if you are out there, I cannot stress this enough. You have to be underground or in a storm shelter, or you are likely not going to make it out of this okay. Again, you have to do everything in your power to protect yourself from this absolute beast of a tornado.
0.5 from miles away to see it.
Well,
Oh my god! Look at the camera! Look at the camera! You can't see. That's the. Oh my gosh! He just gave us a view of the edge.
That's the right edge. He just zoomed into the right edge.
Are you guys watching Freddy or John?
Yeah,
Freddy. Go to.
Oh my gosh.
It's a mile and a half wide.
The rain cleared out for a second. The tornado was bigger than a mile. But
It's a mile and a half.
I mean, this is a mile or two wide. This is unbelievable.
I would say this could be upwards of 2 miles.
It's not impossible. I mean, this is.
But we may have 0 damage indicators to prove anything.
I'm not trying to sugarcoat this, but Freddy, you can't even see the whole tornado.
I know. Well, he's zoomed out all the way. He's zooming out all the way, and you can't see the entire thing in the frame.
Guys,
there might actually be a way to do that.
And it's breaking velocities, and also it derailed a cargo train.
It derailed a train?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derailed the train.
It derailed a cargo train.
Again, if you are just now tuning in, we currently have an ongoing catastrophic situation north of Ashby. Again, firstly, I want to quickly thank all you guys for joining me on this stream. I was not expecting to have hardly any viewership since obviously a lot of the big names are live right now, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. But again, if you know anybody out here north of Hyannis, Nebraska, again, this is a very, very, very rural area, but anybody out here in this path needs to be underground or in a storm shelter. Again, this is potentially the largest tornado that we have ever covered in live time, and potentially one of the strongest tornadoes that we've ever covered in live time, and definitely one of the strongest we've ever seen in this part of the country. So if you are out here, you need to be underground or in a storm shelter.
I have a pixel of 123 gate to gate.
Yeah, velocity is broken again, guys.
123 for one pixel.
One way.
And the pixel straight across from it is 95.
Are those the real velocities, though? Like, I'm wondering if that...
Yeah.
No, Levi.
That's real.
Levi, it was 156 against 80 for a little bit.
Yeah, that's
it's 110 against 148 right now.
It's not breaking velocities. Those are the real velocities, I think.
No way.
So again, brand new tornado warning there. This is for Ashby and southwestern Cherry County. If you're in this area, you got to get underground or in a storm shelter. Again, at 6:43 p.m. he confirmed extremely large and just absolutely monstrous tornado was located near Ashby or 39 miles north of Arthur, moving northeast at 15 miles an hour. Again, people are asking, why is this not going tornado emergency? Why is this not tornado emergency? Tornado emergencies are reserved for whenever a violent tornado like this is approaching a populated area. The good news here is that almost nobody lives out here, but whether it's a tornado emergency or a PDS tornado warning, the actual tornado does not care what tag it has on its warning. You need to be underground or in a storm shelter because, again, this is a 1 to 2 mile wide tornado that's ongoing. Again, this has been on the ground for over an hour straight.
And this is just continuing to get stronger and stronger. Again, gate-to-gate shear what is gate-to-gate shear? Over 200 miles per hour at this point?
It's been over 200 for like a good 50 scans straight.
Oh my gosh.
June 1st is about to be on this. June 1st is about to be on this.
That June 1st is Jason?
Yep, they're on this.
Alright, so velocity.
I've never seen anything in this life like this, bro.
We have 132 against 60.
By the way,
William, this is not really approaching any population centers as of right now, but if it stays on the ground for long enough, it will be going towards the Valentine area. But again, Valentine is like a good, still, 100 miles away from this. But, I mean, keep in mind, it is not totally impossible for this thing to track that far. I mean, this has been on the ground for over an hour straight, and it has only gotten stronger since it touched down.
It's literally competing with two different storms, and it's still this strong. That's insane.
We now have twins.
Yeah, the eastern tornado is confirmed. So again, if you are out here north of Hyannis, you need to be underground. Again, pretty much the entire southwest corner of Cherry County needs to be underground or in a storm shelter.
Look at the donut hole. This is so massive. It has like a 10 pixel across.
Oh my gosh.
This is literally Pillager. This is literally Pillager, bro.
This is unbelievable, guys. Y'all, if you're in this warning, take shelter now. Do not
You need to take shelter, guys. I know.
All right, we're gonna let them do their thing. Again, it's very, very hard to convey a message that makes sense and is, put together whenever there's 4 people all screaming about the same thing. So we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna let them do theirs. I want to keep in mind this is not a something to take lightly. This is an unbelievably violent tornado, and I know they were saying, oh, it's Pillager, haha. I don't really think that that's funny right now. Again, maybe we just have different kinds of humor, but I don't really find that funny. Again, it's not hated or anything, but I want to convey this message as professionally and as accurately as possible across to you guys, as in every situation on this channel. And this is a violent tornado north of Hyannis, Nebraska. Again, this is a catastrophic situation for southwestern Cherry County and surrounding areas. If you are in this area, you need to be underground or in a storm shelter immediately. This is a devastating tornado, the likes of which we have not seen in this part of the world potentially in decades or longer. Again, this thing has been on the ground for over an hour. It is a mile or 2 wide. And again, this is unbelievable. Yeah, we do have a tornado on the ground on the eastern storm. This is weather spotters confirmed. Right now, your tornado would be located just east of Highway 61. Again, there's not a lot of places that I can call out here that this is in the path of, because luckily there is almost nothing. But either way, you need to be in your safe spot. Again, this is just an unbelievably dangerous situation for areas north of Hyannis at this point. Again, Freddy's windshield's been shattered for a couple days. It's not from right now, but I think it's gotten worse. Again, there's also Gorilla Hill associated with this thing. We'll go and full screen them real quick. So, again, a monster tornado ongoing. Just north of Hyannis, Nebraska. Yeah, the donos are not from this stream. This is from like 3 streams ago. I just did not have enough time to update them. But again, if you are out here, you've got to be getting underground if possible. My goodness, dude. And the eastern storm is intensifying even further. Again, you've still got a pretty impressive velocity couplet over here. Again, this is likely a strong tornado ongoing just north of Crumph Lake. I mean, if you're in this area, you need to get, again, to the safest part of your building there, again, in the middle, on the lowest floor, again, preferably like in a basement or an interior bathroom. But either way, again, this is a unbelievably violent tornado on the western storm, just northwest of Hyannis. Again, I'm waiting to see damage reports from Bingham. I hope we don't. I really hope we don't, because it is possible that the tornado missed the town, but it's not extremely likely, I'll be honest. I mean, again, with a tornado this size, if you're, anywhere near this thing, it is going to be hard not to experience catastrophic damage. Again, if you are out here, you've got to be underground or in a storm shelter. This is a violent situation. Sorry, I'm trying to write out a little chat message here. Again, if you are new here, make sure to like and subscribe to help spread the message. Again, I'm not saying that because I want interactions or I want clicks or something. I'm saying that because it is extremely important that in this situation we get this message out to everybody out here. Again, there's not a lot of people out here, but the people that are out here, they are going to want to know that this is happening. Again, this is the kind of tornado that, again, changes lives, ruins some, and worse. I mean, this is a very violent tornado, and it is not stopping anytime soon. Again, if you are in this area, you've got to get underground. Underground or in a storm shelter. Again, luckily there is virtually no structures or anything like that across this road. I don't think there are any, actually, right now. Again, this is just north of Ashby, northwest of Hyannis. Give me just a second here. Yeah, Ryan's not alive because this was a very, very conditional tornado threat. Again, this was the kind of tornado event that we like to call big or bust. This time around, it went big. You know, you have maybe, say, you have a handful of 100 events with a setup like this. 99 of them will do nothing. But the one that does something brings one of the most devastating tornado outbreaks possible. I mean, this is, again, even if we only see this one tornado tonight, this is far, far worse than anything that the SBC could have possibly predicted here, or that any meteorologist could have possibly predicted here. Again, this is going beyond what we thought the possibilities were for the high ceiling of this event. This is breaking that ceiling. I mean, again, once that cap eroded, this was a loaded gun setup, but, I mean, I don't think we quite realized that it was going to be this significant. Again, this is just awful. Again, I am very worried and concerned for everybody out here. Again, this tornado is likely still doing extreme damage to whatever it's hitting out here. And it almost looks like it is getting larger. Part of it is probably just because we're getting further away from the radar, but, I mean, this is insane. Yeah, that's another thing. We have got tomorrow to worry about because we've got this ongoing catastrophic... I'm being told to look at Freddy. Oh, yeah. Wow. So, again, this is a monster tornado still ongoing. You can't even see the entire tornado in the frame. I mean, this thing is a mile plus wide still. And it's not going to shrink anytime soon. I mean, this is extremely violent. Extremely violent. Again, this is the kind of tornado that you will face once in your life if you were out here. Again, I mean, this is potentially the largest tornado that we've ever seen on stream. And again, I don't say that lightly. We have covered, again, violent, devastating tornadoes. We've covered Greenfield. We've covered Elkhorn. We've covered Barnsdall. We've covered all these, you know, monster tornadoes. I don't think any of them quite stack up to what we're seeing here. And again, if you are in this area, you need to be underground or in a storm shelter. Again, I'm not saying that to scare you, but this is something that I've never seen in lifetime, and a lot of other folks have not seen in lifetime. Again, this is not something that happens, you know, every day out here in Nebraska. This is a violent tornado. Violent. And our easterly supercell is continuing to develop more and more impressive rotation by the scan. And our southerly supercell that is currently moving through Hyannis is developing more impressive rotation as well. So, again, an extremely violent tornado ongoing just north of Hyannis. Again, this is a mile wide or larger. Freddy, again, he can't even fit the entire tornado in the camera frame. Again, there's not a lot else that I can say about this tornado that I haven't already. But if you're still not somehow convinced, this should do the job. Just this feed alone. Again, this is unbelievable. Before we move any further, I want to quickly thank the GOATs, as always. William for the $10 donation, and Alan for the $25 dono. Again, we will talk about that more later. Again, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. That's incredible. Again, donating is completely optional, but it is greatly appreciated. Again, we will talk about that a little bit more later. But right now, we have to really watch what's going on here, because this is, again, one of the most violent tornadoes that this part of the earth has ever faced. Ever. Alan, thank you for the $2 dono once again. W. Allen's in the chat. Again, I normally I would, be a lot more ecstatic about that, and I do greatly appreciate it, but this is just awful to see. This is awful. Again, I don't think that there are any more structures out here in this area, but either way, it's not worth risking it. Again, we need to stay focused in here as closely as we can as this tornado continues to get larger. Continues to get larger. This is unbelievable. Again, I mean, this is 2 to 2.5 miles wide. This is unbelievable. This is just north of Hyannis, Nebraska. Again, I would bring back up the radar here, but I want you guys to... I want to make sure that everybody sees what's going on here. Again, this is a catastrophic tornado ongoing. My goodness, dude. Again, Freddy has the largest tornado of the year on the ground right now. In front of your eyes. This is unbelievable. Again, and it's always April 27th. It's always April 27th. Again, I still cannot believe that this is ongoing. Again, this is just unbelievable. Again, there's not a lot else that I can say that I haven't already used to describe this. Again, I hope that everybody understands how serious this is at this point. I mean, this is extreme. Extreme. Again, very violent tornado on the ground still northwest of Hyannis. Again, I'm not going to say, is this EF4, EF5? We don't know. We genuinely don't, and we won't know until damage survey teams go out there. But what we can tell you is that this tornado is something that these folks out here, and I will, and pretty much all the rest of the weather community will never forget. Again, this may not mean anything to you if you are not a huge nerd like I am, but again, what we're looking at here is basically winds going in both directions. Again, we're seeing winds going away from the radar, or those are winds going towards the radar, but we're seeing winds going towards the radar, and we're seeing winds go away from the radar, and that's indicative of, obviously, you got winds facing both directions. Sometimes that can be a point of rotation. Other times it's just a, feature of the radar where the cutoff line is at, similar to, like, if you look right along the radar, this side's green, this side's red, something like that, but no, again, we have confirmation that this is a violent tornado ongoing. And again, these velocities only support that further. Again, just above my head there, Storm Chaser Freddie McKinney. He has this, his signals cut out here, obviously, because this is, rural Nebraska, and you've got a violent tornado on the ground. But let's see if we can actually get John McKinney back up. No, they're both out. So, again, at this point, we have just got to pray that this occludes. I mean, this is awful. Again, this is so unbelievably violent. Unbelievably violent. Again, this has also been on the ground for like an hour or two. I mean, it likely touched down around 6:30. Yes, we're going to be watching the Twin Cities tomorrow again. Tomorrow is shaping up to be a very significant tornado outbreak, and a lot of people are asking, will it go high risk, will it go high risk? I can't tell you yes or no. I can't. Only the Storm Prediction Center and forecaster Broyles could. But what I can tell you is that there is a very good chance that we see long tracking and devastating tornadoes in portions of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Missouri, and northern Illinois. What we're going to be looking at here, if we go back to the 18Z run of the HRRR so that we can get a wider view of what's supposed to happen, we can see that we're going to have this morning round of convection here left over from tonight's thunderstorms across portions of northern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. Some heavy rain, some flash flooding could occur. But the greatest threat for severe thunderstorms starts in the early afternoon time hours. By 1 to 3 p.m., we could be talking about significant damaging wind gusts of 60 to 80 miles an hour through sections of central Minnesota. But we start to see something more concerning develop later in the night. This is 5 p.m. You'll notice these discrete little supercells out here all by themselves in southern Minnesota and southeastern South Dakota. These are going to be the storms that we watch for the potential of strong to violent tornadoes across long tracking areas. Again, we have a 4 out of 5 risk from the Storm Prediction Center currently in play for tomorrow. That moderate risk, that red shaded area there from southeastern Minnesota back through western portions of Wisconsin and northern Iowa. And again, this is why these little discrete, nasty supercells out here are in an environment that we've almost never seen before in this portion of the Midwest at this time of year. If we take a look at surface-based CAPE values, or instability values, you could call them, we can see that they're not going to be extremely impressive, right? However, they have got so many other things working for them, and they're still pretty impressive, okay? I mean, we're watching for, a swath of 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram at CAPE across portions of central and northern Iowa, which are extreme CAPE values. And even as you go back into central portions of Minnesota, you're still going to be watching for over 3,000, which is more than enough for us to see a strong tornado threat. But it's the wind shear that really makes this setup as scary as it's going to be. This is your bulk shear in the first 6 kilometers of the atmosphere. This is unbelievable. We've got ourselves, a swath of 50 knots of shear in the first 6 kilometers of the atmosphere across the entirety of southern Minnesota, and you'll see it gets way, way worse. Again, you can see as that line approaches, we're going to end up seeing those wind shear values being 80 to 110 knots all across the southern portion of Minnesota and northern Iowa there. And this is going to fuel an incredibly, incredibly high-end threat for several strong to violent tornadoes across most of the upper Midwest tomorrow. Again, this is going to be an extremely large and widespread tornado outbreak across the upper Midwest. Again, we are shaping up for one of the bigger tornado outbreaks that this portion of the country has ever seen. That's all I can say for right now. Again, people want to know, is it going to go high risk, is it not? In my opinion, it's probably going to stay at a moderate risk, but you never know. I mean, again, we have had so many surprises this year that it wouldn't shock me to see this go day one high. And again, forecaster Broyles also infamous for not being scared to put out a high risk. We'll put it that way. But again, in all seriousness, very, very intense and potent severe weather setup for tomorrow. Again, still an ongoing strong to violent tornado likely. At this point, this is, there's nothing else to call this other than southwestern Cherry County. We have no highways, no towns. Mother Lake, it's over, I guess, but no structures. I guess it is about to cross SE Road here. We'll hope that these folks out here in these homes are underground at this point. Again, hopefully they know what's going on. I know a lot of these areas don't get, cable television. They don't have the best reception either, so they may not get those wireless emergency alerts. So we have to hope that they are taking this seriously and know what's going on. We've also got a velocity signature at this point that indicates that we likely have twin tornadoes on the ground. That was a horrible circle because my mouse got in the way. But, again, not good. Again, if you are out here, you need to be underground or in a storm shelter. Those are the only options that we can guarantee you are going to be safe at this point. Again, that was a 1 to 2 mile wide tornado at one point. Potentially even larger. Again, that is by far the largest tornado that we've ever covered in live time on this channel. Again, apparently a cargo train was derailed, which is not good to hear, obviously, as it indicates that this is likely extremely violent even at the surface. Again, still got some broad rotation, but very strong with our eastern storm. Good chance that this is still producing a tornado northwest of Higher. If you are in central Cherry County, you need to be prepared to seek shelter because we're likely going to see a new tornado warning come out for this area very shortly. So again, make sure that you are getting on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows and in an interior room. In rural central Cherry County near Mud Lake. Oh my goodness. Again, at this point, there is not a lot that we can say that we haven't already said. This is just an unbelievable situation. Again, we'll full screen on Freddy here. Again, if you're just now tuning in, this is what we were dealing with 10 minutes ago. That is the tornado. This is a way better look at it. All that is tornado. You can't even fit the whole thing in the frame. Unbelievable. And again, this has been ongoing at that size for an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Again, that is potentially one of the largest tornadoes in Nebraska state history. I mean, the largest in Nebraska state history was Hallam. And again, it's not worth comparing tornadoes right now. That does absolutely nothing for these folks that are out here. But just to kind of convey the intensity that we're thinking this thing is, it is comparable to the Hallam tornado. Just based off of what we've seen in terms of size. My goodness. Again, an unbelievable day. And again, unfortunately, there are some structures that got hit. There are. It is basically impossible that this missed everything. Because even though they're very sparse out here, the fact that this has been on the ground for an hour and 45 minutes, if it missed every single structure out here, it would legitimately be a miracle. I mean, it would be more than a miracle. That would be just something. I mean, that would be the grace of God. I mean, there's nothing else out here other than a couple of farmsteads and some homes. But either way, whenever you have a tornado that is tracking this long and this far, whenever it's on the ground and it's that large, it is doing some damage. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that cone tornado ongoing. Again, this likely was producing twin tornadoes, and it could still be. Again, if you're in this area, you need to be in your safe spot. Again, this is a nasty, classic-looking cone tornado right now. Just sitting there. We did just get a brand new tornado warning. This includes Whitman, Hyannis, and higher. Obviously, this is also an area that has a pretty impressive and concerning tornadic history. This is for the southern supercell that we've been talking about for a while now. If you're in this area, you need to seek shelter. Again, look at that tornado. That is like the clearest tornado of all time. Yeah, there was a cargo train derailed by this thing, which is very concerning. Because, again, that points to the idea that this was incredibly violent. Again, we'll be right back. I'm going to grab a charger really quickly. Oh, I just realized we don't have radar up. How long has it been like that for, guys? It's been like that for forever. Anyways, again, ongoing large cone tornado via Storm Chaser Nathan Moore. I will be right back. I'm going to grab myself a charger really quickly. Again, this is a ongoing tornado north of Hyannis, Nebraska. Likely ongoing twins, but this is the only one visible right now. The other one would be rain-wrapped. Again, you can see it very clearly ripping up some trees out there. We do have, again, 4 tornado warnings at this point, or 3 tornado warnings at this point. All for separate supercells here. Again, each of them going to have the possibility to produce a tornado. And a brand new tornado warning just issued. Again, we mentioned this earlier, but they have now extended this tornado warning into central Cherry County. Confirmed tornado still on the ground via weather spotters. So if you're near Mud Lake, seek shelter. Again, look at the motion in that thing.
So I'm pretty sure this will be number 3 for us, guys.
Again, still an ongoing strong tornado.
What's up, Mike?
In Nebraska. Oh my goodness. Again, this thing is not dissipating anytime soon.
Rain's starting to come in.
Again, look at that tornado, man. Again, beautiful cone. Still ongoing there.
Soaked, guys.
Alright, anyways. Again, Storm Chaser Connor Croft now going back towards the Ashby area. Likely trying to see if there's any damage out here that needs cleaned up. Again, the good news is that this definitely missed the community of Ashby. We're not so sure about Bingham, so I imagine that's where he's going. Thank you, Ava. Again, if you're just now tuning in, likely still multiple tornadoes on the ground here north of Hyannis, Nebraska. Again, you can see this thing very clearly, large cone tornado on the ground. I mean, this is one of the most photogenic tornadoes I've seen in a while. And again, it feels okay to say that this time.
Oh, goddamn.
Because this thing is not ripping homes to shreds and derailing cargo trails, or cargo trains. Again, I am very sorry I could not go live for this earlier. I was very busy, but...
You guys, I don't think you
look
guys
at
want
that
to put
thing.
down the camera right
Kind of
now.
roping out there, but...
Copy that. Okay.
Wow. Starting to sidewind. Beautiful sidewinding tornado. And again, that's with this area of rotation, or westerly area of rotation that looks even more impressive. Oh my goodness. Our far eastern tornado in central Cherry County is definitely on the ground at this point again. This is a very concerning velocity signature. Very concerning. We've got 60 going against 73 here, so over 130 mile an hour gate to gate shear. So again, definitely an ongoing tornado there, far northeast of Hyannis. Again, there's not a lot of locations to call out here, but again, I just can't believe it. Again, we have to hope and pray that these folks out here are going to be able to recover just fine. But I mean, this is unbelievable. Again, we got 93 going against 60 now. So it's 153 mile an hour gate to gate shear. Very good chance that this is a strong tornado ongoing northwest of Higher, Nebraska. So it looks like Connor's going to try and get on this new tornado that we have ongoing. Freddie is right now in the north of Ashby area still, it looks like. Or no, he would be just west of Hyannis there. So he's, again, right with Connor, I think. We actually do have a spotter dot, yeah. So it looks like he drove through Ashby, and he's trying to head over to this new storm again. It is impossible to get a road out here to this, but they just want to see if they can get a view from near it. Gate-to-gate shear is basically how strong we're estimating the tornado to be based off of the velocities from the radar. So again, you know, we can measure the velocities going this way at 73 miles an hour, and we can measure the velocities going this way at 54 miles an hour. Add 73 to 54, you got 127 mile an hour gate-to-gate shear. It's moving east-northeast at this point. Or north-northeast, rather, I guess. Again, likely an ongoing strong tornado there northwest of Higher, which, again, is not even a town. Again, there's no location markers to call out here. None. None at all. Brand new severe thunderstorm warning for our line of storms here in South Dakota near Kyle. I will say we could have an elevated threat for some damaging winds with this. We kind of had multiple supercells merge, turning into a little interesting northwesterly moving QLCS event here. So if you're in Kyle or surrounding areas, make sure you are getting indoors and away from windows. Some $half sized hail possible there. I know, if you're not aware, guys, last year, this exact same area experienced an even bigger disaster, not because it was an even stronger tornado than this, but because it directly impacted the town of Whitman, Nebraska, and no tornado warning was issued for it until after it moved through Whitman, and the tornado warning that was issued was radar indicated. So again, a lot of controversy over that one. Luckily this time around, the National Weather Service, even with the shorting, the shortage of employees, they still manage to get out these warnings very promptly and put them out in appropriate manners. So again, even for all the injuries and the destruction caused in that event, for all that, they have saved many lives out here today, most likely. So they have definitely, again, tried their best here to make up for it. All right. So we're gonna join back the call here since there's not anything quite as serious ongoing at this point. Again, the wedge tornado is now occluded. Again, occluded is just a fancy word for lifted. People always ask, what does occluded mean? Lifted. It's the easiest way to say it.
It's now moving into the old radar indicated for. Dude, there's such a massive tornado warning. I can't even see it. But you see that southern area of clear inflow. If that starts rotating, that's probably bad news. Oh, yeah. Look at the reflectivity on the northern tornado.
Also, look at the velocity signature there.
Oh my gosh, look at the new velocity scan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What's up, David? Dude, that was probably at least a mile wide.
It was.
Go on Twitter.
What?
I want you to go on Twitter, and then I want you to go look at Aaron Jacek's post.
Oh no, I saw it. I saw.
Did you see how fast that thing was?
One from 8 minutes ago. That's got to be 2 miles wide.
I mean, it was again. That was potentially the largest tornado that this area of the country has ever seen.
Yeah, that looked bigger than Essex.
That was bigger than Essex, yeah.
Well, Essex was downgraded to a mile wide, so.
Again, this was
It does just damage off though.
Huge tornado. This
window cleaning world.
I think that the highest DI from this may actually be that derailed train.
Well, I don't know if that in and of itself counts as a DI.
Oh, really?
Because that would be very hard to measure.
Oh, that's true.
It would depend on how fast the train was moving, what it's constructed of, where it was at relative to the tornado.
By the way, our velocity couplet is very, very tight here. We have 62 against 72.
So again,
about 144.
There's no roads. The roads just despawn after this, unless they go on the.
Well, and I think that's why a lot of our chasers are resorting back to Highway 2 is because there is no way you're getting anywhere near this tornado. So I think they're just trying to get to the closest road possible, but it is just so hard because obviously the rural western portions of Nebraska, believe it or not, they don't have great road networks. So our chasers here are struggling so hard to find a way to get over there. Again, Freddy right now is just east of Hyannis. Again, I think he's just going to try to get a view from afar, but it's very hard to get a view of these things.
Yeah.
The NWS is rated train. Not put them on damage assessment toolkit, but they rated a few. Okay. So I guess maybe the train could be rated. They said that they've never been put on the damage assessment toolkit or anything, so they're never public. But apparently they do rate trains being thrown sometimes, which is very interesting to me.
Oh,
what's the DI?
Wow! Look at the
EF3 to EF4.
Look at Freddy's structure.
Yeah, I saw that just a second ago.
They could be able to rate this EF4 then. How are they gonna figure out how wide this was though? Because
dude, look at the BWER.
Probably trees.
Yeah, look at that donut hole.
There's no trees though.
There are some trees.
BWER is insane. Look at that.
Where?
On reflectivity.
On which one?
Thunderstorm, BWER. The donut hole, northern one.
Northern one? Yeah.
It's like a whole donut.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Stormwater
Do you-
Media, I feel so bad for Stormwater Media. They positioned in southwest Kansas.
Oh, they had a blue sky
Oh.
bust. Oh my goodness. That was
So
unfortunate.
apparently, a derailed train is if they use it as an indicator, which I'm not sure again if that's true or not.
It's usually EF3 to EF4.
Yeah, EF3 to EF4.
The problem with that is, though, is that probably varies so much because, again, many different factors would go into rating something like that, so it's very hard to say exactly what it would be based off that. And again, I don't want to like make it seem like, you know, it matters that much right now because it really doesn't, but it is interesting to theorize about because I don't know if we have ever seen a tornado this large that has been in this rural of an area other than the obvious, which is El Reno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've never seen anything like that. What if this beats El Reno?
It's okay, bud. Okay, calm down.
I'm sorry.
That's the widest tornado I've ever seen on a street.
I was just saying that April 27th is a curse.
I mean, it really is. Like, I again, obviously this was a high ceiling, low floor type event, but, I mean, it was April 27th, so from the start, it was going to be something big.
Davis,
Oh,
I'm
by
not
the
calling
way.
you, but you called this a bust.
I did. I'm not even gonna lie. I said it was gonna be a bust.
I remember we were on call like 5 hours before this, and Davis said it's gonna be.
It was
bust.
not 5 hours ago. It was
Me
like
and
3
Jesse
hours
walked
ago.
Yeah,
me and
Jesse,
Jesse
bro,
walked
like, if something forms is going massive, we were right.
I literally said there could be a mega wedge.
I want so many screenshots.
I didn't say mega wedge. I just he said there was gonna be a big time tornado, and Levi
Mega
said mega wedge, and he completely got it right.
Dude, they're all gonna have to go to the north-south highway in like central Nebraska before they
That
can
wasn't
get
a
on
mega wedge. That was just a giga wedge. I don't
We
even know
now
what
have-
to say.
80 against 33.
By the way, Vincent, if you want to start call outs here, do you want to talk about St. Louis?
All right, we're good. I apologize, everybody. Anyways.
I apologize, everybody. Daniel Blackmore goes crazy.
Dude, this is terrible roads.
We're at that
Everyone's
guy.
gonna have
Oh
to
my
go
gosh! I wish,
for go to-
bro. Imagine there was an interstate that like went right through here.
That'd be so nice. What if there was like a freaking like diagonal interstate?
Cherry County kind of has like a Clovis thing where once a year, usually, Cherry County has something unbelievable. That is what's happening today.
Yes, but it's also like the biggest county. Like,
Yeah, well, Cherry County, yeah, it's huge. It is legitimately the largest county in Nebraska.
It sounds like there's a new
actually-
tornado on the other storm. I just got someone just posted this.
Really? Wait, on the
Yeah.
southern storm?
Northern.
That's been on the ground for a while.
Well, yeah, we've had no one to confirm it for a bit, but
no, Alex said that.
yeah, but that was like 30
That was
40
earlier.
minutes ago.
I have a feeling I have a feeling this one's really photogenic. The northern one.
Connor Moriarty had a view of it.
Dang.
So Ethan's brother. Someone said cat bust this.
Oh, I literally just found the same exact post. Funny. Yeah, Ethan. June first got.
Wow. Yeah, Aaron J. Few makes me think that this was one of the biggest tornadoes we've seen.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh
this
wait,
thing-
no, you were right. My bad, Levi. I just completely denied you, and Ethan did just post about it. My bad, dude. I feel bad.
All good.
Yeah, the derailed train is insane.
Where's a picture of it?
Bro,
Hold on,
Reed
I
is
got
stuck.
you.
Jack.
The Dom 3 is stuck. Oh, look at velocities. Oh my gosh, they're back.
Where's the dome stack?
I don't know.
Chat.
Someone in my chat just said that.
Oh,
Holy
look at that donut hole, dog.
Yeah.
Boys,
What's up,
look
Levi?
at Southern Storm.
Yeah,
How
I
does
was.
he
wow.
go? What that put into him? I think that might cook.
Oh, and the chasers are closer to that too, and it's rotating.
Yeah.
I want you to keep in mind though that it is a hook echo at this point, but it started out as a merger, so it's not necessarily quite what it looks like.
Well,
Bro,
the hook
Connor
echo
was
is
back if he
updraft. And if
scans.
updraft merges into it, it'll updraft. It's iffy. It's weird.
Updraft plus updraft.
Connor is definitely like going like 100 right now up that road.
All right, no need
No,
to
that's
expose
so
my
good.
boy.
Why is everybody switching over to weather-wise? It's like the 14th.
Because
It's so bad.
Sam has poisoned a generation.
Bro, poison Ryansville. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's
oh my
probably
God.
because
And Stormcat 5 now.
Get her.
Storm-
Reed has a wedge.
What?
Reed has a wedge. The northern storm's a wedge. Look at Reed right now.
Oh, isn't Reed stuck though?
Yeah, he's stuck, but he's got a giant wedge in the distance.
Oh wow, yeah, yeah. So again,
Well, then
huge,
they're about to get pounded by hail then.
huge tornado ongoing with. Is that the?
That's the northern one, I think.
No, this would be the southern one because it says that they are their target. Well, I don't know.
Both of them look equally as strong right now.
Yeah, it could be either one, honestly. The northern one though, I don't know what road they would be on to see that.
Wow, yeah, that's a giant tornado.
So again, large
That's-
tornado on the ground here. I
Oh
think
my
that's with the
gosh.
southern storm approaching higher. If you're in this
That's
area,
the
you need to
southern
seek
storm?
shelter immediately. It could
think
be
it's
either
the
one.
southern.
I mean, it could be either one, honestly. I just don't know what road they'd be on if that was the northern one.
They're not on a road, bro. Look at their camera right
Where
now. They are
are-
not on a road.
They literally off-roaded. And
Yeah,
that
I
was-
don't know where they
Worst case
are,
Scenario.
but wherever
Are
they
they-
are, they have a huge tornado. Again, it would be one of these.
That is not a road.
I
You're
want
on-
to know so bad where they are. Because
Yeah, my
we
computer
really don't
just
know
goes-
if this is the northern or southern tornado.
What happened, Levi?
My computer just died, so OBS crashed.
No.
Oh.
Not like it ran out
That's
of
not
battery.
good.
It just like it imploded. So that's great.
Okay, I figured out the road that Dom took. It is the southern one because literally every single storm chaser just got on it.
Connor's
Alright,
on the
so-
southern one.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna get. Oh, and Nathan
Freddie.
Wolf as well.
Yeah, Freddie and
So,
Connor are
um,
right next to each other.
I'm gonna turn on Freddie here and see if he can get a view of this.
Wow. Yeah. So again, velocity is getting tighter and tighter with that there. So I think maybe Reed is on the northern one because his view of it is, I mean, it doesn't look quite as impressive at this point, and that would kind of match up because the velocities are a little less impressive.
Oh my
Uh,
god, big
but-
CC. Oh, that's not
Bro.
CC, never mind.
The only road they have, that one that goes north is a dirt
My
road.
bad. My
Big
bad,
CC,
guys.
big CC.
Hey, I corrected myself.
No, it's just funny because you switched up so fast.
I was like, oh, never mind.
It looks like a CC drop.
That was just dead air.
I
Let me
know.
restart my computer. I'll be back in a sec.
I just got trolled.
Bro, the dirt road, or the road that they're all going on is dirt.
Yeah, at this point, if anything happens, it's going to be with our southern supercell. The northern one, the inflow is obviously very choked off. Our southern supercell is still going to have that capability, though, to bring us something. And again, likely a tornado ongoing with that.
I really do think that Reed was on the southern one, though, because,
No, he was on the northern one.
really?
Oh,
Did he
it's the southern one because...
That's what I'm saying. I think
Be able to see it.
I really think it's the
If you
southern
wouldn't be able to
one.
see it, there'd be way too much rain. It is the southern one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reed's flying his drone.
I just got trolled. I was like, big CC, big CC.
Big CC,
Oh
big
my
C. Oh, never mind.
Bro, you can't even see it from Freddy's stream. Oh, it's
How
just
far is it
roping out
from
now.
Whitman? It's about 20 miles north of Whitman.
It's roping out.
About 10 miles north of Whitman.
Bro said 2010.
Okay, big CC. No, I'm kidding.
Alright.
Chill.
Chill. I stopped saying that. I need to lock the clip in and see it again.
Again, I'm not going to pre-rate the tornado, so please stop asking. But massive CC, Vincent. Look, wow. I think Sam's trying to play something on you.
Where?
That was actually Jesse that said that, Sam. I don't know if you're trolling Vincent in particular or not, but
You thought.
1,000 gate to gate. By the way, it is confirmed now by multiple radars that we do have some rotation associated with our supercell near Hemingford, Nebraska. It's not super impressive, and we don't have a great look at it, but if you are in this area, be prepared to seek shelter.
Yeah. Is it tornado? Is it severe one?
No, it is, it had a special weather statement associated with it. Again, it's very broad, but you can confirm it from multiple radars.
In the back of my mind. Sorry, guys. I have a song stuck in my head.
I get that. Oh yeah, I see that. I think crazy, but
2 mile wide wedge. Oh, it's rain.
nice little
Honestly,
rain.
I think
Alright,
our southern one's about to pop off. I feel like this is
It's-
just going to become one big storm here in a
It's
second.
dissipating right now.
Oh,
Wait, I don't
look
know-
at that funnel cloud. Oh my goodness. I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah, Freddy has an incredible funnel. Look at that thing.
Funnel cloud that I seen that was like an
Wow.
outbreak funnel cloud.
Come on, buddy. Go a little bit further. Oh, that's actually right on top of the house right now.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
shoot.
no!
Oh no, that house is gonna get slabbed.
All right, I wouldn't say that if I were you, but
I don't know why you said that. That was funny.
The house is gonna get slabbed because. Wait,
It's good.
Alright, there's no funnel anymore, I don't think.
What
Yeah.
Freddie had like a weird off funnel.
And then I
That's
said
the only
that the
funnel
house
I've
was
seen
gonna
that's
get
like shit at
slabbed.
an outbreak.
That was like it looked like a video game.
I literally just said it looks like Outbreak. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only funnel I've ever seen that's looked like a funnel out of Outbreak.
It literally.
I
did
like
look
Outbreak, but the tornado graphics they have on that game are terrible. It's a fun game.
The cities
though,
are
but-
better. Like, I'm not even joking.
What's up?
The cities are better.
Literally, bro.
And
Again,
I kid you not.
I'm watching this Southern Supercell quite closely. I really think that this is probably going to try and wrap up something here if it's not already doing that within the next 5 to 10 minutes here.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Again,
got a nice
Higher.
wall
Take
cloud.
your TSA spots over here.
See the wall
Higher.
cloud
That's
right in
not-
front of him, guys.
There's no houses right there. But
And there was a
My
funnel cloud.
webcam is back.
oh no, we know there's a house because it's going to get slabbed.
I'm sorry.
all right.
Imagine the owner was like in the live stream when I said that.
That's just unfortunate.
Look at the wall cloud, dude. Yeah, look at that.
SCP. Look at the updraft hosting chat. This is gonna be more. I'm sorry.
What are we doing, bro? Oh, it's nerves.
Oh yeah. Okay, so again, ongoing tornado there, weather confirmed. Shut up. 10 miles north of Whitman. If you are in this area, again, make sure you are seeking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows, and in an interior room that's going to be approaching areas in southwestern Cherry County over the next several minutes.
Josh is cooked.
Levi's wife.
This house
I
is
got that
slabbed.
wrong too.
I did as well.
Guys, we're so supportive of each other.
Like up the stream, boys.
Oh, that was actually a pretty tornado for a second there. Eric Fox had a video of it. Northeast. Where's Heidi? Okay, yeah, so Reed was on the southern one, guys. He just
Yeah,
guessed it.
was on this.
Yeah, I think Freddy passed him at this point.
Yeah, this is wrapping up quite quickly on the reflectivity. Again, you can see a very clear area of inflow. I'm actually quite concerned that this is going to try and do something very
Yeah.
shortly.
Oh, chat. I think
The RFD, look at that info. Oh my
What's
gosh,
up,
guys,
Blue?
it's about to produce a beauty tornado. Alex like the tornado summoner, dude, I swear. Dude, the sky looks so scary on this thing.
Yeah.
It's just so ominous. Oh, cone looking funnel. Got a little bull trying to come down here.
On Freddy?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it
Dude.
rotate a lot.
That's still photogenic for absolutely no reason though. Look at like the sunset and the lightning and the rain shaft and everything. Oh my gosh.
For no reason.
For no reason. It's because Alex Russell's incoming, bro, that's why.
Bro, Freddy's
Yeah.
stream.
Alex Russell within like a 500 million mile radius.
Bro,
It's gonna be
look
pretty.
look at that tornado from earlier, though. This is what it was. And then obviously lifted, but that was huge.
Dude, I'm so happy. Freddie McKinney follows me on Twitter.
Seems.
Same.
Same.
Damn, we just crushed his dreams. In all seriousness, there is a very, very clear lowering there. So again, if you are in this area, you do need to be in your
Yeah, on
safe spot.
Freddy's stream, he's got a tornado, I believe.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
the ground. So again,
Is
if
that
you're in
the
this area, seek shelter.
Is that the phone cloud?
Yeah, it's on the ground. There's some ground circulation there.
Alright, so. Not fully
Oh,
connected.
Alex, not Alex, Eli, just hold the camera steady for 2 seconds.
I'm saying.
For real. This is why that's what he gets for not doing the ice bucket challenge, honestly.
Did he not do it? Did Freddie do it?
Hey, I'm the only person that Levi nominated that actually did it. I'd just like to point that out.
Hey,
But like, you didn't post it though.
Freddy said he
I don't
wanted
have to post it. There's nobody online that needed to see it. Why do I have two feeds of Freddy's right now? I have two Freddy's on my screen.
Freddy said he wanted to do it with hail, though.
Oh, that would be tough.
I think I have enough mods. It's nothing perfect.
Is that a tornado right there? Guys, tornado on the ground. He was looking at the wrong spot.
He's going
Wait,
fast. Road.
Look at his stream. Maybe my stream's behind me. Let me check.
Are you looking at Freddy's stream?
Yeah, hold on. My stream might be behind me.
Because I don't see any circulation on his stream. I think he's just looking in the wrong direction right now.
Oh, it's because I was looking at my actual stream and it was delayed.
Oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a large cone. Drop.
Yeah.
You see it? Yeah, it's a large cone.
Is it on the ground?
Yeah.
It was on the ground just a second ago.
Oh, I saw it a second ago, but I don't see it now.
Is that just wall cloud or is that?
That's just the wall cloud.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's on the ground. I think it's just the wall cloud.
Yeah, I think that's just very low-hanging wall cloud there.
Significant. Yeah.
I don't think it's on the ground right now.
I'll just try again.
What was that?
Somebody's getting wild over there.
Crazy.
Unaware.
So,
Okay.
Why getting rain wrapped, bro?
LeBron James.
I know, like, how do they want us to look at it if it's gonna be rain wrapped?
I know the storm needs to stop being rain wrapped. It's not very nice.
For real, bro. I'm gonna go plug in my camera real quick. Give me like 2 seconds, cause I'm gonna drive to Death Valley tonight at like midnight and do a Milky Way times loud.
That's fine.
Yo,
Actually,
that's
Yeah, cause like Death Valley is one of the darkest places in America, and there's a new moon tonight, so
America.
0 cloud cover.
you are gonna like blast up there.
All right, I'll be right back.
That's so peak.
He's still singing.
He's singing Romantic Homicide by David.
Chat, off camera, Jesse, like, sings all the time.
He really does.
It's so great, bro. It's so nice.
I know, he's so cheery.
I love that guy. He's great.
He just sings all the time.
What a dude.
I don't know why that was funny, but it was. What a dude.
Bro, look at the inflow on the look at the reflectivity on the southern tornado.
The only tornado?
Oh. No, they're not. Wait. The northern one's not on the ground?
No, there's no way.
Look at the inflow on the tornado. Reflectivity. It's clearing out.
Yes, I don't think we're talking about the same Jesse, Paula.
What?
She says she knows a Jesse that sings all the time.
No, she definitely personally knows Jesse.
This is also likely dropping very large hail. Again, the northern tornado warning is has a line-size hail tag.
Yep. Brilliant. Surges. Wow.
I think we've done that, but.
Hey, 3, 2, 1. Jesse's gonna break out into song in like the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang it, 5.
It didn't work.
Hey, it'll
Hey,
work
guys.
one of these times.
Anything happened while I was gone?
We talked about you a lot.
You, boy.
That makes me happy.
Beautiful voice.
Do you guys could hear me singing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It actually
What
kept our
is-
streams entertained. I'm not even joking.
Oh wait, June 1st has a spotter dot on.
Oh, what's up, William? I see you and Davis's job for the dog.
Oh, William? Wait, William
I
Span?
am Sam.
William Span. Thank you, William Span, for the
Span.
$10 donation. William is the GOAT. W. Williams in the chat.
Oh, what?
Dude,
William
that's
dropped a
weird.
$10?
It was like an hour ago, but it was whenever we were in the middle of the mega wedge, so I didn't really get it pointed out that much.
Yeah, William's such an unbelievable.
William's a go.
William's the
William, I
GOAT.
just wanted to say, you and Dominic did a great job putting all that together, and that paper, those papers you wrote were amazing.
William's the GOAT. Yes, Jesse is 16. I don't know why I keep bringing the mic so close to my mouth. It's probably like screaming.
It is.
Yeah. It's like peeking. It's like, whoa.
Let's hear this.
It's got like a freaking droid. It's great.
Who's Blake Finch? I'm still in timeout.
Yeah, and W. Allen as well for the 25. That's incredible. Allen is just like Allen is him, honestly.
Bro, when do we get the
Alan's
next
a go.
job?
Alan's just like he's such a nice guy. He's such a supportive dude.
When do we
Especially
get
the whole
to
team.
do the fan meetup with Allen and William?
I don't know, dude.
That has to happen.
I don't think Alan's. Well, maybe Alan just joined 1 or 2 of my streams.
And
but-
Dominic, at least for me. Dominic is a go.
Dominic is a
Dominic's goated as well. And Tenacious.
Oh, Tenacious.
And we have to do freaking John White.
Yes, bro.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, when is next John White appearance?
The legend of John White. I emailed him. I don't even know if it was the same dude, but I emailed a dude named John White that had a spotter dot.
You know, we're doing storm chasing with
Did
John
you just
White.
put in johnwhite@gmail.com and that was it?
No, he had a spotter dot.
News for your thunderstorm warning. This is gonna be going out for portions of
Central Cherry.
West Central Cherry County here in North Central Nebraska. This is gonna be for golf ball size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and a possible tornado. So again, if you're in this area, make sure that you are getting indoors and away from windows. I would not be surprised again if we saw some decently large hail, but especially the southern supercell here that is trying to put down another tornado again. It looks like it is starting to develop a much bigger hail core there, maxing out the vertically integrated liquid there. So again, we're going to be watching both of these cells for a large hail threat, but I really am mostly concerned about the southern one, which did just get a new tornado warning there.
Yeah, so again, still got that pretty intense rotation there. That's going to be just northeast of Hyannis. I say just northeast, but really it's about 25 miles northeast. There are legitimately we can point out higher, but again, that's not really a town. There are no highways, really. I mean, this is just an incredibly rural area of south central Cherry County. John the White Ghost? Heck yeah.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
William, sorry. So, hear me out. Should I name? I'm trying to like turn it into like a documentary, but like if you like it stars you, you know. Should I like name it like William Span, the person who like survived the unsurvivable, or like something like that? I don't know.
William Span, the GOAT.
Of all time, the man who survived the unsurvivable. Hear me out.
I wish Alan would stick around for longer because I never get to thank him because he always donates and I don't notice for another 30 minutes and then he's already gone by then.
Yo, he pulls up to my streams. He's such a chill dude.
I know, right?
He's just a supportive man.
I feel so bad though whenever I can't point out his donation.
That'd be happening to me too. It makes I'd be like, dude, someone donated $100 to me, I freak out in math class. My math teacher gets mad at me. I was like, math teacher, I'm rich.
That's crazy.
Oh, I started screaming. I was like, oh my gosh! And then I got side-eyed by the whole class.
I mean, William low-key sent me like $40 during fourth period, so I was like, okay, let's go, William.
William he's a goat. Oh my goodness.
You guys haven't already make sure, like,
Freddie said
subscribe-
huge tornado on the ground. Apparently, Freddie is a huge tornado on the southern storm.
Oh.
Freddie McKinney.
I know.
I love
Oh,
Freddie.
oh my gosh.
I
He's
can't
such a nice
see
guy.
his feed whatsoever, but
Is that the
actually-
tornado?
I
It's
don't.
out of focus.
Yeah,
I can't.
that's the tornado. What the? Oh my gosh.
Is that whole thing the tornado? I
I
don't.
think so.
There's no
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
It
I
is.
see it. I see it. Yeah, that's the tornado. It's huge.
If it is, then that is a huge tornado.
Is it a wedge? Yeah, it's a wedge.
I mean, yeah, this is huge. If that whole thing
Oh
is
my
actually the
gosh.
tornado.
Oh, look at the left edge, dude.
Yeah, it put down another. Look, yeah, the left edge. That's it.
I can't even see it. It's all glitch for me.
So bad, Starling.
You
Yeah,
can see
so
it.
Well,
good.
it clears out for like a couple of seconds.
The lightning is
Every once in a while.
the lightning is illuminating the left edge of the wedge. So I think that this is a very large tornado. Again,
How does
he
it
did
stop
say it.
signal?
Oh, look at velocities too.
Yeah.
So big time tornado in progress.
Wow. Dude,
Wowzers.
it's crazy how like we had that big of a tornado with no CC drops. Like if there was no chasers on this, we'd have no idea that there's.
Well, part of that is just because there's nothing out here,
Yeah.
and then the other half is
Without
because we're
chasers,
pretty far from radar here.
Yeah.
We're actually aren't that far. We're only like.
But
Well, from the original tornado, we were like 75 miles.
Bro,
oh yeah.
Levi.
Earlier,
Levi, you just
earlier
got a
today.
shout out on Twitter.
By
You just got
who?
a huge shout out on Twitter from Caleb Jeffries.
Okay then.
He said he's watching you on your Google Nest, and that so far you've been his. So far, that's been his favorite thing to do tonight is watch you on his Google thing.
That's gas.
Oh,
Levi,
heck yeah. That'd
whenever-
be Levi.
Levi, whenever you got verified, did you have like 1,000 random accounts follow you out of nowhere?
No.
Okay, then I'm just weird.
Well, probably because like,
Tenacious.
Sam with the $1 dono. W Sam's in the chat. Let's
Guys,
freaking go,
Tenacious is
Sam.
here. We were just talking about how great you are. That's actually so funny. Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
Nebraska tonight. We had a ginormous tornado. It was.
dude, that
it
thing was
insane.
gargantuan, bro.
It was
And I think we have one right
gigantuous,
now.
bro. It was the biggest tornado
wait.
I think I've seen.
Freddy's thing. That's a massive tornado on Freddy's feet.
Yeah, and we have a massive tornado.
Sam, bro. Let's freaking go. W Sam's in the chat for the $1 donation. I don't want to reveal my notes because there's some stuff in there that I would be questioned for. Not like that, but okay. Anyways, W Sam's in the chat. Thank you so much for the $1 dono. You do not have to do that. But let's get back to it.
Oh, I meant.
Also, WK.
Oh, his stream's back. His stream's back. It's not
Yeah,
live. I
look
don't
at
think
it.
Yeah, his
anymore.
stream's back.
Right
Yeah,
there.
big time tornado right there. It's hard to
That's
see,
the
but
wedge. Big time wedge.
yeah, we have an enhanced up here in Columbus, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, far western New York.
W is just for win.
Oh my gosh, look at velocities. Yeah, that's a
Hopefully.
strong tornado.
How's your day going, by the way?
Yeah, you can see the lightning
Yeah.
illuminated every once in a while. There's a very
Wow.
large tornado here.
Look at
Big
Gates
time
get shear.
tornado.
Davis,
Yeah,
what's the
pull up
Gates
those
get shear in
videos.
there?
Let me check it out. Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Yeah, like over 200.
129 against 91.
It's you can
Oh
get more
my
than that.
gosh.
We're at 129 against 91. Yeah, that's exactly what you just said. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Taking a look at P. Can you zoom into
Yeah,
William
guys,
Ford?
we have
Yeah.
a large and very strong tornado.
Keep in mind though
on
that
the-
that is partially hail contaminated.
Oh,
But yeah, a very very strong tornado. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, my point with that was randomly at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, an account with 1 million followers followed me.
Wait, 1 million?
1 million.
Not 300K?
15 million followed me.
No, that was a different one, Vincent.
Oh my gosh.
I do want to point out again our rotation near Hemmingford is still there with that supercell. Again, very hard to see because we don't have a great look at it on radar, but it's pretty clear that we've got some rotation there. So again, that has just been sitting there for like the past while as well. So make sure that you are looking out for that if you're in the Hemmingford area.
I'm turning on Freddy here.
Davis does new math.
Because I think...
I don't know where... Whoa, what in the world? Yeah, the velocities are broken. Look at those freaking velocities. That is broken as crap. Look at those velocities, Vincent.
Hold on.
They are so broken.
Did it max out?
176 against 156.
Oh my gosh. No, Freddy's sliding. He's good. Oh, he's sliding.
I mean, 333 mile an hour gate to gate shear.
233?
No, 333.
Oh
333, if it was real.
333?
Yeah, that would have been
What is
strong.
that?
That would have been stronger than El Reno.
Oh my gosh, that's the best velocity couple I've ever seen. I'm screenshotting that.
In all seriousness, though, your actual tornado is going to be located somewhere in here. And again, a sign of the velocities breaking, partially hail contaminated, but also that is just a pure testament to how strong this beast really is. So, again, if you are out here in this area, you need to be seeking shelter immediately.
Mr. Twister, there was like another, what? I think it was a wedge, from, Reed Timmer, and then it roped out, and then it looks like it like recycled and put down another tornado, and this is likely a very strong wet tornado, thanks to Freddie McKinney. Who's on this right now, but this is north of Higher, Nebraska, so if anyone's in this area, make sure you're getting, again, in your safe spot. This is a reported large tornado with very strong velocities there, so big time wedge tornado in progress. But the velocities have been broken for the past two scans. I mean, that is literally that's diabolical that it maxed out velocities.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to go back to John for a little bit because Freddy's feed obviously is in and out since he's in a horrible service area.
John's
I'm back here, sorry. I was hopping into stream.
All
They
of
were
John's
asking about tomorrow.
has been all of John's feed. Oh, it is observed with baseball-sized hail.
Wow.
So again,
Yeah,
if you're in
that's
this area,
awesome.
make sure you are seeking shelter immediately. Again, an ongoing, likely strong tornado here. This is going to be far northwest of Mullen, Nebraska, and far north of Whitman. Again, this is rural south-central Cherry County. Seek shelter immediately.
Yeah, just upgraded,
Glad to hear you're doing
and I gotta
good
go
today,
here in
sis.
5 minutes.
Glad
No.
to hear you're
Gotta go
doing
here in
good.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I have to get here soon
That's
too.
strong.
So.
By the way,
for about 2 hours.
I would not be shocked to see another area of rotation develop west of here. Again, we've got so many mergers that have crashed into this supercell. It's kind of developed its own little area of rotation trying to get going there. So we'll watch that. Again, that's going to be just west of where our ongoing confirmed large tornado and baseball-sized hail core are.
How in the world did I just lose 5 likes on my stream? I clicked the reload
Tenacious! How's it going, Tenacious?
20 likes to 50.
Sounds like you missed the big one tonight. Honestly, I mean, we have had, again, an unbelievable night of just unbelievably strong tornadoes. Again, obviously the big one was the one that did go near the community of Ashby. Now, or it was Bingham and Ashby, but we've got to hope that somehow it managed to miss all the structures out there, because again, it's entirely possible because there's not a lot, but we do know a couple things. We know that it derailed I just realized they can still hear me. Oh shoot.
Who?
Let me go ahead and mute myself. But we do know that it did derail a cargo
you're talking
train,
about this.
and we
Yeah.
also have reports of
He was talking on stream.
significant damage
Wow,
to
Vince Wilson's
certain
got
structures. Again, it's
beautiful
kind of iffy
spotlight
right now
right
what
now.
we know and what we don't know,
Ooh,
but
that's good.
again,
I've never
obviously
seen Firelight
very
like that.
large and
I
very
just saw
violent
Firelight
tornado
a
at
couple
one
days
point.
ago. I got some nice capture on camera.
We need to put it in slow
I've
mo
gotten
and send it
to
to
that
us.
Well, we don't know that for a
Yeah,
fact, just because the
low-key,
velocity couplet
do you
went
guys have
near
something
or
that, like,
over
is
the
able to put
houses
videos
on
in
the
slow-mo, but,
Google
like, also
Maps
being
layout
smooth?
on
'Cause I
Radar
don't want
Mega
it
doesn't
to
necessarily mean that
just
it
throw it
definitely
into an
hit those
editor,
homes, but
and then,
it's very likely that it
Because,
is.
like,
So.
I did
Just change
Canva.
But we don't know that for a fact
Well,
quite
Canva's
yet.
a terrible. No hate, Canva's a terrible editor.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that terrible. Vincent, what you want to do
It
is
just
make
can't
sure
do
you're
that
shooting
much.
60 frames per second. Because what makes video choppy when you slow it down is the amount of frames it has. So if you're
How many-
shooting 60 frames per second, then you can actually slow it down by half and still get smooth.
No more,
video.
no less. Yeah.
Can you do it in the GoPro Quick app?
I don't think so. I've
You're
tried.
getting tenacious. You can just sit in someone's stream. I really don't care.
Was I
Even
talk? Was I talking over you guys or was I muted?
You're muted.
You muted like halfway through.
Okay, my
Yeah.
bad. I don't know if they
No,
can
you're
still hear
good.
you guys. I forgot to deafen myself. I just muted my mic instead, and that did not work.
Oh.
We just got a 3-inch hail report from a trans spotter here, 11 miles north of Whitman, Nebraska.
I had to end stream, but yeah.
No.
I don't know if the people went to other people's streams, but thank you all for joining.
Yeah. Levi says thank you.
OBS was being silly.
You've been out of the loop. Yeah, I mean, honestly, though, again, we're very lucky that this was not a more populated area. Because if it was, and if this was an area where, you had even a town that just had 100 or 200 people, we would have seen catastrophic impacts.
Oh,
Dude, imagine if this was like headed towards like freaking like Omaha or something.
By the way,
Yeah.
as I said earlier, we do have some rotation pretty clearly developing there now. West of, I think this is Ashby Road. No, this is North Whitman Road. So again, if you're in this area, make sure you are staying in your safe spot. You are technically still under a tornado warning.
looks like Freddy is actually just behind Connor.
Yeah, they've been sticking together like the whole chase.
So, wait, did they just give up on the higher tornado? Or was that... Yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
there's like
I think they're
no,
dropping down.
there's no roads out here.
I guess that was what happened, was they...
It's
watched
also
it
moving.
cross-
It's moving over a lake right now, so.
They watched it
Lake.
cross for them, I guess. And then now they're going for the other area of rotation.
I love lakes. Lakes are cool.
We have ocean, we don't have lakes.
Hey, did your ocean get warm? Like, sorry, this is off topic, guys, but I've always wanted to know this.
Well, are you talking about the Atlantic Ocean or the Long Island Sound?
I don't even know. Just does your ocean near you get warm?
Yeah, the beach water gets to about 60 to 70 degrees.
Wait, Jesse, have you
Oh,
never
that's
been to the
really
ocean? Has Jesse never been to the ocean?
No. I've been to the California Ocean. I used to live in California.
The
But
California
it's like-
Ocean, that's crazy.
Okay, the Pacific Ocean, Pacific Ocean.
You realize Donald Trump's gonna hear that and he's gonna say, that's actually a pretty good name.
All right.
Also, that is not a political statement. That was a joke.
What is a joke, guys? Lock the flip in. You freaking political minded. No, I'm just kidding. Never mind.
Brad's using lock the flip in. Let's go.
Lock the flip. In the back. X.com.
Dude, I have to say, Dan Fitz and John McKinney cooked today.
They did. John McKinney, so did Brian Scholl.
And Ethan.
Dan did.
And Aaron J.
And
Jack. And everybody.
Yes, Aaron J. Jack. Everybody, dude.
I feel so bad. I feel so freaking terrible for like SRM.
And
Yeah.
Corey Gherkin. He went down there as well.
Oh.
Where's Kopic, bro?
I don't know about Kopic, but I know Brad Arnold didn't even, he was like, screw today. We're going for tomorrow.
Bro, poor Stormrunner Media.
They're still trying to get up here as well. They're still heading up north. Maybe
Yeah.
they're going for tomorrow's positioning.
I think
But
it's going for tomorrow. That's so unfortunate for them. They
It's
were
great-
really banking on the Rufus model.
These chasers literally need to drive all night to their target for tomorrow.
Yeah, we did, Mr. Twister.
well, BA Storm Tracker said they're staying in Texas, so they don't have to drive anywhere.
Guys, I'm so confused with what just happened in my stream. I refreshed it a minute ago and I lost like 5 likes. I'm so confused. Were they just bots or something or what?
I don't know, man.
I'm not even gonna say anything. But you know what I'm thinking.
Alright.
Hey.
Guys, they think I'm b-bogging.
I think it's worth ending stream now because I think I should probably do a forecast video soon.
You're gonna do a forecast video tonight?
I'm gonna just do a forecast right before I end stream. I'm just gonna leave Colin and talk about tomorrow for a bit. That's what I usually do. I hate I hate making videos.
Alright, I should probably go. So thank you all for tuning in. This has been a pretty successful stream. Again, if you're in, north central Nebraska,
Successful.
as they continue to move off to the north there. But tomorrow it's gonna be the big day. So make sure you have all notifications turned on because we'll be posting forecast video later tonight about obviously that big time severe threat we're expecting for tomorrow across the Midwest. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you for coming to watch. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Oh, Freddy has an ongoing wedge. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, you got him.
I believe you so bad.
I just wanted to troll Vincent.
Dude, I just about...
Oh, he actually does! He actually does!
Bro, no.
No, I'm being dead serious. Look at my stream right now. Freddy has an ongoing wedge.
Are you joshing?
I have the worst timing ever.
Are those...
Me too.
I'm sorry, but are those twins?
I have the worst... What?
Is that... No way, that's twin wedges.
Guys, look at the Storm Chaser Nick post I just sent.
Vincent's just gonna be crashing out for eternity now.
Wait, are those twin wedge?
No, there is a wedge though on the ground. Again, if you're in this area,
is it right in front of him?
you need to be seeking shelter immediately.
Yeah, take shelter right now. Wow, yeah, big velocity temple here. Oh my gosh, look how tight that is.
Is Vincent still here?
Freddy can't confirm it's on the ground. Freddy cannot confirm.
Wait, did Vincent just end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh nah.
Freddy doesn't think it's actually on the ground.
No,
Did he say that he doesn't think, or did he say he can't confirm?
He says he thinks it's a wall cloud. A low wall cloud.
Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like that. Yeah, it doesn't actually look like it's making any ground contact.
Thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is, but
just a bug.
Guys, look at the post I just sent.
I think Vincent left and crashed out. I feel so bad for Vincent because he still thinks that there was a wedge.
They're sad that I've been busy. Okay, so basically, oh no, you already left. Okay, have a good day. But if you're still here, we had a gargantuous tornado, 575. Like it was massive.
I would like to point out though, this is still a very tight and strong area rotation. So again, if you're in this area, you need to be seeking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows and interior room, anywhere in south central Cherry County.
Yeah, I gotta go now though. I may be back on call after y'all.
Alright, peace out.
Okay.
I still feel so bad for Vincent.
Till later.
Poor Vincenzo. He probably still. Yeah, that's not a tornado. I don't believe.
Yeah, I think it's just a very low-hanging wall cloud after some more lightning strikes happened. So.
Yeah, no, that's not on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I feel so bad.
I can see so much more. I can like see so much more of the like frame through my YouTube feed than I can through my OBS. That's so weird. Like the sky's brighter. I don't even know what to say.
Vincent's not even gonna want to like film a forecast now because he thinks that he missed it.
He's gonna crash out, bro.
I feel so
I
bad.
see what they're saying.
I was joking at first too, and then I was serious. I actually thought there was a wedge on the ground.
What? Yo.
What?
Brady said it looked like El Reno.
Who
I don't
did?
know why I was going crazy.
Oh.
Freddie did.
Mans was flipping out. I thought somebody like tried to dox him.
I'm being doxxed.
Okay, bud, chill.
Yo, bro, people will be DDoSing my Rocket League games though. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's
There's
just
no
the
way I should be
toxicity
live.
of any online game in 2025.
What?
What the Sigma?
All right.
I have 35 people watching. What am I doing?
I don't know, dude. You're losing Aura. I
Okay,
have 3
buddy.
people watching. I just need to add a 5 to the end of that. In the back of my mind. Oh, we're back up to 18 likes. Thank you, guys.
Again, honestly, what was that? Again, very low-hanging wall cloud here. But nothing that we can confirm is an ongoing tornado. A lot of scuddy action. Luckily, the storm's very electrified, so we can see what happens. But again, this is still an observed tornado warning, so if you're in this area, you need to make sure that you are staying in your safe spot, preferably underground. Again, very broad but strong area of rotation there.
My bad, I just lucky jump scared myself.
Well, Ryan didn't go live because it looked like this was just going to be a one tornado thing. And honestly, Ryan likes to do 6-hour plus streams. This was not something that I don't think he could have covered for 6 hours straight. Because start to finish, all these tornadoes lasted like 3 hours tops.
Yeah. Faux show.
Faux show.
Oh, so
You can see how impressive this is, even on the base velocities.
it's beautiful. I mean, that was if that breaks the record, dude, I'm crashing out. April 27th.
I don't think it will. Bro, the velocity's glitched again. Look at the velocities right now, Jesse.
Did the velocities break again, or what?
It's hilarious.
Oh, what
Look
the
at
heck? Is that because there's like a wedge tornado on the ground?
No, it's...
Hold up.
I don't
Well,
really...
usually when the velocities get too strong, then radar starts to break. That's
Yeah,
usually another
I don't
radar
think it's that
tornado,
this...
but
I don't think it's
might
that
just
this
be a
time, though.
glitch.
Yeah.
Hold up, let me go back a few scans. If this was like sustained, then no. This is just.
You got too much contamination in there.
Yeah.
But you can still kind of see
Oh,
where your area of rotation is. Again, it's going to be right in there. Again, I can't even say where this is near because there's nowhere near it, but, you know, whatevs.
Whatever. Okay, my sister just asked if she's gonna die tomorrow. She
Oh,
lives
dang.
in Wisconsin. She lives in Wisconsin.
Just say yep. Just say yep, and then don't say anything else.
You're getting slapped.
Bye-bye. It's been nice knowing you. Yeah, even Freddy's bringing up, the... What? Is he... Can't hardly tell.
Just stay in your safe spot all day. It'll be fine. She used to live in the moderate risk, and now she lives just in the enhanced.
I'm not gonna lie, HRRR actually has me getting some decent storms on Tuesday morning.
HRRR is selling right now. They're showing just like a random line of insanity.
For tomorrow?
Yeah, this year, Izzy.
Dude, Tuesday, it's literally cooking for me, though. Like, I need this, bro. This
oh my gosh, bro, look at the SCP, guys.
No, seriously, though, Tuesday is cooking for me.
Is it?
It seriously is.
Okay, so, okay, guys, I'm gonna put out a prediction here. I-35 north of Bancroft, Wisconsin, is gonna see a tornado cross the I-35 between Albert Lea and Awatona.
That's a
prediction.
crazy prediction.
Okay, guys, remember this. Post it on all your socials. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah, pretty clearly two areas of rotation here now. Very likely that we at least have two tornadoes trying to develop here. That new velocity skin.
All right, guys. I gotta end off here because I'm gonna go on a midnight drive through the middle of Nowheresville.
Peace out, Jesse.
A complete darkness in California. So, I'm just kidding.
Jesse,
Alright, guys.
we love you,
Thanks for
Jesse.
calling me.
Don't leave. Don't
Me
leave,
too.
Jesse.
Dude, I'm sorry, but like, bye. No, I'm just kidding. Bye, everybody. Good night, Tenacious. Thanks for joining the stream.
Tenacious is the only one that gets a good night.
Good night, David. I got you. Peace out, guys.
Peace. I'm gonna say live chat. Did he leave Discord? He did. I don't know what I expected him to do, but who do we call up here, boys, in our roster of fellow skibs? It's getting pretty clear area of rotation there north of Higher, and still some rotation likely with our northern couplet. But again, this is actually impressing me quite a bit here. Would not be shocked to see this at least produce a brief tornado. Yeah, it just got even more impressive. And again, that northern area of rotation looks pretty crazy. So, again, it's very contaminated, but at the same time, it's still pretty impressive. Who do we call up, chat? They did just now literally downgrade the tornado warning to radar indicated. And they are now mentioning that there are two couplets here. So, again, we're going to stay here just because I'm not certain that we can rule out another brief tornado tonight. Dave is closing in on 5K subs one click at a time. Yes, sir. Thank you for all your help, William. You're goated, bro. What's our sub count at? We're at 4,144 subs. We gained 9 subs since I last opened this, which was like 30 minutes ago. So again, thank you guys so much. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. It is all because of you guys that I'm able to do this as much as I am, and that we're able to help people out, and just have a fun time, man. It really is just a great time. So. How bad do I think it'll be for Kingston, Ontario? So, I know you wanted me to look at the significant tornado parameter values there, and the reason I didn't say anything to that is because they don't go into Canada. If we look at the 0Z run of the HRRR here, you can see if it would load. Oh, it actually does go into Canada. Why did I not think it did? There was some model that doesn't. Anyways. Kingston. Ontario. So again, this is going to be more so of a kind of Tuesday threat for you than anything else, and it would mainly be Tuesday afternoon and evening. I don't think that there's going to be too good of a tornado threat for your area, but I wouldn't rule out some damaging winds, and I will say any discrete activity in this region could potentially spin up a brief tornado. You're going to get that early morning round of convection that may stabilize the atmosphere a little bit and potentially lead to our evening time thunderstorms being a bit weaker, but still can't rule out a brief tornado embedded in our line of storms there, and again, some damaging wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles an hour, certainly possible, and I'd even say likely. Again, you are basically in our slight risk of severe weather. I guess technically you actually are. But, anyways, I guess it just doesn't go too far north into Canada. Anyways, Again, at this point, not watching too much here. Again, you got contamination over here in the broad velocity. Couple it back further south. It's not even like it was a lack of high risk throughout those years. I mean, it was a pretty average amount. We have just had an unbelievable start to 2025. And we have not had 2 high risks since 2021. And we have not had 3 high risks in a year in the past couple decades. Like, I want to say till 2011, maybe. Let's see. List of high risk days. Storm Prediction Center. Let's bring this up, boys, while we're about to end off here. High risk days. Okay. So, let's check between 2011. Obviously, 2011 we had more than 3 high risk days, but did we have any others between 2021 and then we had 2014 had more than 2. I suppose 2017 had more than 2 as well. Wow. And those were all within, like, a week of the one in January. And they were not deserved whatsoever. I've looked into the setup for at least one of those, I believe, and don't know what we were doing. But, anyways. Again, I don't like to crap on the SBC, obviously, because they do a great job and they do better than I do. But tenacious, bro. I'm glad that you guys find my streams entertaining. Because, again, if I wasn't streaming to you guys and trying to help people out, I would be doing this anyways in my free time, and I was for several months before I started doing YouTube, or whether on YouTube, anyways. So I'm very glad that you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, and that there's an audience for it, and that audience is growing very rapidly, I feel like. Like, a year ago, I just feel like the community was not nearly as large. See ya, Storm Chaser 575. So I really do appreciate that. Before we end off this Davis Does Weather live stream, let's remind you guys to go sub over to Davis Does Games. We do pretty much just as much content over there than we do over here. So if you would like to see more of me, make sure to go check that out. Wait, what? Yeah, I made a video earlier today. Don't forget about the other April 27th other than 2011. Now 2025 is a part of that. Dude, thank you, Tenacious. I worked so unbelievably long on that, so I'm glad it's doing very well. I was worried that it wasn't going to do very well because I scheduled it at a bad time, but God worked it all out in the end. I'll say that much. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. But I want to remind you guys to go subscribe over to Davis Does Games. We do have a new series that will be starting up soon. Alright, I'm going to let you guys in on the behind the scenes. Mr. Twister probably already knows what I'm talking about here, but we tried to start it today. Did not go well whatsoever, but we're going to restart it, I think. And we'll try to get it out by the end of May. I said I was going to get it out by the summer at least, so we'll get it out as soon as possible. But yeah. Going back to watch it again and put in a comment, I'd step away during the Young Davis clips. Yeah, we tried. We did. It just didn't work. Half the people were gone. There were people joining and leaving in the middle of sessions. There was a wedge tornado on the ground at the same time, so people were kind of watching that. Multiple people died immediately because we decided to do 2 to 6 lives instead of 3. It was a mess. It was a mess. So we're going to try it again one more time. We never really do multiple takes of those. It's always just what happens, because there's no scripting in those Minecraft Life series. But this time around, it just wouldn't even be entertaining to watch, and that's something that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to sit here and upload a video if I think it's terrible. We're going to restart it. So, again, I asked everybody involved. Everybody except for one person said yes. So, I think that's what we're going to do. But, anyways, again, that was so off topic. I would call Mr. Twister, but I do have to unfortunately head off to bed soon because I have a couple more things to get done in terms of homework because I was gone on a Friday from school. So before I go to bed, I'm going to have to do some homework, so I probably will not have time to call. But anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for tuning in. I just dropped that. Peace out.